Hello everyone and welcome back to another Thursday Thought. Sorry we missed last week. It has been crazy busy. A lot of things were going on, and one of the things that kept me crazy busy is actually going to be in Saturday's video, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's a surprise for now, but y'all will see it. So I'm really excited about sharing that video with y'all on Saturday. Anyways, today's Thursday Thought, now that we're back on it. What counts as accomplishments with your horse? I feel like a lot of times, especially in this industry and this competitive industry, that you would think, oh, well, it's to win first prize and all these things. It's to have a really expensive high payout stud. It's to have a mare that produces perfect foals all the time. It's this, it's that, and really, honestly, when we think about it, what truly is accomplishments with your horse, what are real accomplishments, are personal to each person. I mean, you might be somebody who, I just have horses for fun. I don't do anything with competition or anything like that. Does that mean that I don't accomplish anything with my horses? And that's just not true. I'll give you a couple examples of where I have accomplished things with my horses, and it was not anything to do with competition. Number one, with Rio, being able to ride him bareback. That was a big deal. That was an accomplishment for me and him as far as us learning to do it together, but it was a big deal for me to take that next step, and I was able to trust him. I can ride him in just a halter with just one rein. I don't even need two reins anymore, and to me that's a big thing and that's a big deal, and he listens to me and he trusts me and he understands when I ask him something and he's gonna listen. So that's a really big thing for me. Another example is with Dash. When I first got Dash, and some of you may know, he has the plaque in his ears, and it causes him a lot of sensitivity to his ears. And it's not that he's necessarily in pain all the time when I mess with his ears, because I've messed with his ears when he's not paying attention to me, and he's been fine. It's not acted like he's been in any pain. I think a lot of it has to do with he's been not touched in a long time, realizes that if he makes a big show that I will stop messing with him, all that. It's just a manners thing. And one thing we had been working on for a long time, for about almost a year, is just letting him not make such a big deal when it went to putting on his bridle. And I take the bridle apart and I use a one ear bridle, try to do all this stuff to make it as easy as possible, to not have to deal with anything more than I have to. And the boy was still being ridiculous. Well, after some conversations and some work, we came to an understanding, and now it is almost like putting on a normal bridle, except I still have to take it apart. But he doesn't react like he did. I can just stick it right on and we go about our business. I'm talking about there were times that he would pull back so hard on the halter that one time it actually broke and he took off running. So, needless to say, it's been something we've been working on, but we have accomplished a lot. And even to this day, being able to ride him bareback, and in fact, I've been able to ride him in just a rope around his neck in the little round pin, which is a big deal for me because it's like no bridle, no saddle, just communication between me and him with neck and legs. And it's awesome. Another big thing is him getting on the trailer. It used to take us 30 minutes minimum to get him on a trailer. Minimum. He was ridiculous, absolutely insane. And since I took some advice from the owner of this barn, and you have seen the video that I posted a while back on his progress with the trailer, he gets right on and right off. So it's awesome. And it's been a great thing. And you know what? I haven't even started competing yet, and yet I'm looking at these accomplishments. Another good example that's gonna come up with competing, and that is when I first started doing the barrels with him after he'd been on break for so long. He would always come around that first barrel and he'd kind of crow hop and kind of do this little weird thing when he'd come around the first barrel and we couldn't figure it out. And so with a lot of working, now he goes around all the barrels fine, doesn't pull, doesn't push, doesn't do anything crazy, and we've learned to communicate and understand each other. One thing that we realized is he is a lot more of a Don't try to micromanage me too much. I know what I'm doing, but he also needed to understand that I won't micromanage you, but I am going to give you some pointers on some areas you need to work on. So now we communicate back and forth, and we're doing really well. So don't feel bad if you're in it for just fun. Anything that you're accomplishing when you're just taking a next step, when you're having a goal of, I want to do this with my horse. If it's not competition, if it is competition, those are your accomplishments. And you don't need to feel like you're some kind of failure just because you're not out there competing with all these big horse people. You're still a horse person, and you're still awesome, and you're accomplishing your goals, and that's all that matters. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.